I done made me something. Look at that. Made me a magnetic roller. Well, all right, folks, in Salvaging Arizona today, we're going to be working on a magnet roller. I saw this shown on another YouTube channel. He had some really large, huge magnets. I don't have those. I know I said before that I don't want to use those roller things. Big thing was cost. They're like $150 to $200 for a good one. Sure, you can get the $20 one at Walmart or whatever, but that's gonna break. So we're gonna go through our list of parts here, and we'll show you everything you need to make your own roller, and we'll give it a shot. I've never made one before. I've always used my own little. I've always used this one, and as I mentioned before, it does work very well. However, I'm going to be hitting some spots that I think are going to have a lot of steel, so I don't think this will do it. Well, okay, let's go over the parts here. Okay, so first of all, we got a 30-inch piece of, I use Douglas fir. The guy recommended that for the best. I went to Ace Hardware because they got some real good folks. I got nothing against Home Depot, but frankly, it's hard to get help. So the guy told the Ace in Gilbert, Arizona, you the man. Anyways, we got some 6-inch steel wheels here. Got a total of 4 3-inch magnets. I may be adding more, but we're going to start out with 4. And I was wondering how to attach the flagpole. Now, in the YouTube video, I mentioned the guy used a piece of wood. The guy there showed me this. This is a flagpole holder. And that there's my little grandson. He's going off a little bit. Well, hey there, little man. How you doing? Hi. How's the little man? Okay. Well, and then we have just a regular stick to attach that to. And that will go inside. Right there. And I'm probably going to use a regular screw to drive through that so it'll hold it better. And I'm going to attach the wheels to the side here, and I was able to get this axle bolt that'll go in there, and then this is called a T-nut, T-E-E nut. So that's going to go in there, and then that will go into there on top of that, and it should all go together. I'm going to be putting together the magnets with just a simple bolt, nut, washer, and that. And I may add some hot glues to make them better. And these are nylon encased nuts there, help with vibration. And this is all stainless to go against rust. I want this to last. And I bought some stuff for at least 2. Okay, so I spent $97 at Ace and another about $11 over at Harbor Freight. Now, again, I got enough parts for 2. Well, we're gonna try 1 right now, but so roughly around 50 bucks. So we're just doing a quick rough sand on this. Doesn't need to be, I just don't want to get splinters. I'm gonna start out with this piece of Douglas fir here. And I've got 4 lined up right now. I could add more later on if I want, but I'm gonna quadruple my amount I'm getting by doing this. So what I've done is I've marked out, as you can see, just some little areas there. I'm gonna drill through them. Then we're gonna put the bolts through and attach them, and we'll show you what that looks like. Well, okay, we got the holes drilled there. Now, I will tell you folks right now, I am not a woodworker. You can probably tell by my lovely tools here. There we go. But we're going to spray these down just so that they last. So we're going to finish up working on this. Probably going to go high speed here. We're going to be installing the axle bolts today, putting on the wheels, and hopefully getting this whole thing done up. Well, okay, now we're going to work on putting on the flagpole holder here, which is a great idea, which I never would have thought of. Got that marked out. The holes on here aren't that good, so I'm going to work in a couple other things to get this more secure. So let's put this on time warp and we'll get this thing attached. Got the basic 4 magnets attached. Got the bolts there with a washer inside. Put a little nut there with some nylon in it to hold it so it doesn't vibrate too much. A washer. Now these were some pretty flimsy things here, so I pre-drilled them, put some blue Loctite on them, ran them down good, put a bead of hot glue there as well. And now the final thing to make it look like this is we're going to take this here, just for demonstration purposes here. Kick that out the way, my little rag there. Okay, huh. Look at that. I done made me something. Look at that. Made me a magnetic roller. Now, the big test. Will it pick up? I wonder if I have steel cases somewhere. I might. Let me see. Oh my God, I'm kicking them. Look at that. Okay, so here we are. We're out in the middle of the desert. And like that. We'll see. We're going to take it out and we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what it looks like. And there you go. Picked it all up. I think what I want to do is grab a plastic scraper and then just run it down. And I think soon I will be adding another. And we'll be a metal grabbing fool. For now, this is it. And we're going to go take it out. Pretty darn proud of myself. Not the handiest guy in the world, but hey. Oh, and one thing I forgot, the axle bolts. You just put them in lightly and Loctite them. Put them in too tight, they won't spin. And right now they're spinning real good. Well, okay, folks, quick update. Had a little snafu with the wheels. Turns out these T-nuts are meant to be used a different way. But I'm not the handiest guy in the world, not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I can make things work. So what I did was I drove those in. I neglected to put in wood screws. I'm sorry, wood glue, which I did now. So that went in with wood glue, and then I drove some longer ones with washers to hold that in, glued those down as well, ran wood glue down in there. One thing I tried to do, which didn't quite work out, one of the ways I saw was to use a lag bolt. Now, because of my own stupidity, I drilled a little bit too long to use this one, but what I did do was I needed a bearing. And I thought it was kind of cool that the one bearing I found was a 460 S&W mag. So I cut it down and it fits 460 S&W mag. Boom. But we're going to try it the other way with the axle bolts. And again, I'm learning right along with you folks here. So we'll see if this works and we'll get this put together. All right. Well, all right, folks, here we are out at the shooting range today. We're going to be testing out our new magnetic roller. Oh, look at this. This, you know what's funny? I found the base to one of these the last time I was out here. Now we got the mag itself. Next thing we need a spring and a follower, and we're all there. I'm keeping that. Okay, well, here we are for our inaugural use of my homemade magnet roller. Now, I haven't named it yet. We'll see how it does, and then we'll give it a name. Now, this is beta testing. You're coming along and seeing if this works just as much as I am. So, found a nice flat spot here. As you can see, we got typical fire pit full of shells, only these are steel. And we got our thing here. It's got the 3-inch wheels, so, or 6-inch, so there'll be 3 inches off the ground, a little bit lower. We'll see. As you can see, I've already picked up 1 or 2 there as I was just rolling it around. Well, let's just take you along and then we'll... Ooh, I'm hearing a lot of clicking. A lot of clicking. Ooh, look at that. All right. Okay. Interesting. So, looks like we're, well, tell you what, let's empty out those magnets. So, there's our inaugural first pickup. Not bad. Trying something new today too. Usually I just glove it, but let's see how this works. Okay, there we go. There. Okay. Let's go and see. Tell you what, let's go up here. Now this area really gets a lot. Let's just walk. Let's go. We're going to go for a little walk. Go for a little walk at the shooting range. Take our roller out for a walk here. He's been cooped up for way too long. Oh, got us some brass. Always picking up the brass. So on that roll, let's see, what do we get? Not too much, not too much. But we'll clean that up and we'll get back out there. Well, okay, as I mentioned before, this is in beta testing. One thing that I did not do prior to this for a specific reason was you're supposed to put Loctite on these once you get them snugged down. And I wanted just to make sure that the connection point was right before I started putting any red Loctite in there, because once you do that, it's never coming out. It needs to be lower. So I'm gonna buy some spacers, maybe some longer bolts, and we'll get that down maybe 1 inch or so lower, maybe 2, I don't know, we'll see. And we'll on another episode, we'll take it back out and we'll show the new one improved. Oh, and one more thing, I'm not from Florida, no. I went on vacation in Florida, and this is called being lazy and not wanting to do laundry, so going to the dollar store and buying a shirt, which I did. And I love my trip to Florida. You Florida folks, love you. Let's move on to the next spot. Oh yeah, here we go. 7.62x54R. I believe the longest, they said this is the longest running cartridge still in use today, 1891. And there are still countries and places where you will see this shot today. Fired in the Mosin-Nagant rifle. Let's go down the valley here. Sometimes people actually drive. They drive way up there. Oh, yep, here we go. Here we go. This is why. Yep, people come down. Pistol shooters like to be down here. I think because it's just a nice area like this. You can stand here and get a good pistol shot on. But we're gonna get this brass right here. All right, folks. Before we head in, I'll hit one more spot here. I wanted to show you guys something about fire pits. Not only did I say you can get brass, but one thing you see a whole lot of is nails. And as I mentioned before, this is from people bringing pallets. You know, people camp out here and whatnot, and they burn pallets. And that's why you see them parked over there. I don't go anywhere near here because I know this place, and it is bad when it comes to nails. A lot of people camp here. This is, as you can see, kind of an open area. There's a lot of nails. Man. Okay, well, I just want to show you guys what kind of stuff you'll pull out of a fire pit. I mean, if you want steel, man, if you get to a place where they're burning pallets like this, you're gonna find tons of nails. You'll also get the nails up off so they don't wind up in your tires. That's the steel here. Grab that. More nails. It's a good little nest of steel. Get all this up. Okay. Did you hear that? A little, ha-ha. I saw a quail on this road as I was coming in. That's a quail. There he goes. He's teasing me. He knows it ain't quail season. So he's just yucking it up over there. Yep, there he goes again. Nana boo boo, you can't touch me. A little nest, all right. I'll take that. Take that. One thing too, I don't know if you guys noticed, is I purposely left this thing out right there because it helps. Like, let's say you just right there, you can dig in. Helps me dig in on that. It gets it out of the dirt if it's partially buried, and also just helps generally disturb the area, so all the partially buried stuff pops up and is easy to come up. Okay. And there goes that quail again. Still yucking it up. I know you're out there. I know it ain't quail season. I heard her say something about a video. Wonder if she's filming out here too. Alright, well, I saw a coyote just cross the road, so let's see if we can find Mr. Wiley here. And, oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. I can kind of see him. Maybe when I get to him, he's going to run. There he is. He's looking at me. See him? He's looking at me through the bushes. Nah, he ran off. I think the diesel scared him. That's pretty cool. All right, folks, sun's about going down, as we can see here. And it's looking mighty beautiful out. Let's do a wrap up here. Okay, today was the initial use of my roller here. Magnets need to be lowered. We've established that. We're going to work on that. But it still picks up, and it's a good idea. Just got to get tweaked. Got some steel here. This is my second time finding another one of these tent things that somebody just junked out in the desert. I'm sorry, easy ups, I guess they call them. There's a microwave. Got a couple pieces of wood for a fire pit back home. And let's go and see what we got today. So we got us a good amount of steel. Right. And brass wise, not horrible. Not horrible. It'll be added to the pile. Got part of a ETS mag, and like I said, I found the other part to it. Just need a couple more, and I can easily order those online if I need to. But that's it for today, folks. We're going to do a scrap run here pretty soon. I'm getting a lot of stuff, so we got to get it down there. Thank you for tuning in to Salvaging in Arizona. Have a great day. That's the way to end the night, folks. Beautiful Arizona sunset. Okay, I think I got this tweaked right now to where it's going to work. Found some longer bolts, and also with the rubber from the shocks, some shocks I bought. Re-drilled the hole through there. Right there, I made it come down further. Keep it about another inch and a half or so. Check it out. So let's roll this over. Oh, you can see there, it's kind of making a little something and making it move. Picked up that one, but let's run this over. Boom. Damn. Right there. So I think that's gonna work much better. Let's see here. Okay. Boom. There you go.